Hi guys, welcome to another episode. Guess what? It might sound a little weird. Listen to this: get rich with credit cards. That's why I said a little weird, because how come you're going to be rich with having credit cards, right? Because credit cards sound a little scary, because if you don't use it right, you'll be screwed, right? And but we're going to explain to you how you're going to be rich, what we really mean by rich. And your mind is going to be blown away with these points. And me and my friend on the other side are going to talk about a few things that actually helps you build your or get to your that rich position in a quick time, or relatively longer time. But it depends on how aggressive you want to be with those products. Isn't that right, Venkat?
That's right. Yeah. So the mantra for rich people, uh,
What is
don't
it?
don't use your own money, right?
Right. Yeah, we've said that before. Yeah, I remember.
Use somebody else's money to
Yeah.
become rich. That's
Right.
that's how people become rich, and that means what? That means basically using credit cards.
Right.
Not only credit cards, like credits from others, like a
Yeah.
financial institution, and then leverage that, right? Leverage what you have, what you can get.
Yeah.
Say for example, if you want to go buy a car, you just need like maybe $1,000. You can go get a car, a
Hmm.
$100,000 car probably, and get everything under loan, right? Credit. Same thing with the housing. You just need 20%, maybe even 3%, like if you want to move in, right? So everything you can leverage what other people can offer you. But if you want to, go buy something from a store like a TV, you can still get a loan, but you don't have to pay it. Like
Yeah.
those are some of the things. But wherever you can leverage credit, take that, right?
Yeah.
In this case, we are talking about credit card, and like the more the credit card that you have, that basically means you like what the other people will see, what the lenders will see is you can manage a lot of different things in a proper way, and then you're going to get more higher credit score. More
Right.
credit cards equal to higher credit scores. That actually in turns gives you more investment opportunities,
Right.
because like you would get a better loan, you would get good rates, cheaper rates compared to other people if you have a higher credit score, right? That's why the credit card is going to pay you eventually. Like it actually, the more credit card you have, it's better for you.
Yeah, so like you said, it kind of, the more credit cards you have, the when you go for the next one, it when they run your credit and when they see your history, they see that you've been a very trusted customer, right? Trusted client. So
Right.
you're inclined to, that's why inclined to get more, I mean, better rates, and because you build that trust. And we're talking about someone who has 52 credit cards, right, with a
Right. I
great
get
credit score over the years. And so we're talking through, actually, he's talking through experience. And so to build that trust, and you get more better opportunities for investment, and investment is, we are talking about return. So that's one great point, Venkat. Thank you so much for sharing that. And I'm going to jump in, squeeze in real quick. We talked about this before, and I'm really interested in this one because I have a 2.5-year-old. A fun thing that we found, actually I found it from you. You can add your child when he or she becomes 13 years old, right? You can add your children, 13-year, I think it's 13-year-old, is that right, Venkat? You
Not
can
all
add
the
them.
all the credit cards are approved 13 years,
Okay.
but American Express or a few others, you can check with your credit card company.
Hmm.
But most of them, I think 16, 17
Okay.
year old. But it's you can try it with your credit
That's still better. That's still better than
card.
letting them have their own credit card until they're 30 or whatever. You don't have to wait until 25, 30, 30. I had my first credit card when I was 24 from Bank of America. And you don't have to wait. They don't have to wait. Like you said, you can check with your bank and see if you can add your child to your account, to your credit card account. As long as you have maintained it, maintain the credit card well, he or she will uh, uh, get your credit background, your credit history. So
And
that
you don't
way,
need to, like, you don't need to give it to your kids. Actually, you can
you
just
just
hold
add
on
them.
to it, you just use it
Yeah,
on behalf of them.
right. So what that means, what does that mean? So he or she, your child, will have the same opportunities that we discussed under point number one. That means when they become 18, when they become 20, they can slowly apply for more credit cards, and then that means more investment opportunities. Investment opportunities means more returns. So that's how you build you leave your legacy out there for them to emulate, and they will do the same. So that's another point that we wanted to share with you.
That's right. Actually, you had to start early, right? Like,
Yeah.
if every investment, if you start early, and then if you weather out maybe 10 years, 15 years, almost everything will give you a better return. But most people just try to, start in their 30s, and they wanted something in their mid 30s,
Right.
just in 4 or 5 years.
Yeah.
It take things takes time. Like, that's
Yeah.
why, like, if you start early with your kids, like 20s, in their 20s, start there, at least just boost
Right.
their credit, start with that, right? And then they can take on their own. And it actually gives, when when they become 30, right?
Right.
What happens is their the score will be very robust, very
Yeah.
high, compared to any of their
Correct.
peers. Yeah. So another thing is, credit cards. If you're not using credit cards, you're losing a lot of money. You're just throwing a lot of money out, because credit cards. What happens with the credit card? How they are making money is, like, they charge 3-4% to the merchant, right? They're not charging to you. They're charging to the merchant. So the merchant kind of takes that cost right off or something. Maybe increase the cost a little bit of the price, but it's the same price that you pay cash. Sometimes it's less, but
Right.
if you use a credit card, you get bonuses, you get points, you get free flights. Sometime if I add up all my credit card points, I probably would have got like $30,000 if I
Right.
just add up all these points so far, right? 52 credit cards.
Yeah.
Every time I apply for it, I would get like $200-$300, either through a gift card, or like a cashback, or something like that. Those kind of things actually adds up, and you have to use those links, specific
Yeah.
links that gives you those bonuses.
And we had a separate episode about 5 best credit card options or something that you could probably watch that video to get more information about the different credit cards that offer various different benefits.
Right, exactly. Yeah. So that means, like, think about it. If you are using debit card, or, other cash and every other options, and you're losing out a lot of money.
Right.
And the more you use credit card, like we said, you will get more benefit on
Yeah.
top of that. And you have to manage it in a better way. And it doesn't, like, you just use it and then you don't pay it. Then, that
Yeah.
that actually shows in your credit report.
Yeah.
So it's going to stay there for 7 years. So
Yeah. That's right.
whole thing is a total. You have to think in a financial terms. Everything, your planning, financial planning, everything. This credit card will be in the center component, if you
Right.
think about that, right? So I think we covered most of it. The
Yeah.
last one, you want to cover that?
Yeah. Yeah. Last one is actually we kind of touched this point very briefly under point number 1, I believe. A relationship with multiple financial institutions create more opportunities, right? So, like we said under, I think, point number 2 or 1, I don't remember, but you have more credit cards and not with the same financial institution. So, for example, you have 52, probably with at least 20, 25,
25, yeah.
right? So you didn't build that relationship overnight. So you go after one financial institution and you maintain that credit card for 1 year or 2 year, then you go to another finance, and they see how you maintain your previous credit card with Chase Bank or whatever. So the Bank of America sees your background and give you better rates, better cashback opportunities, and then you maintain that plus JP Morgan, and you go to the third one, and let's say Wells Fargo. They see how you very well maintain your Wells Fargo and JP Morgan, and now you get this Wells Fargo thing, and you have 3 great credit cards under your belt, and then you go to the next one. So the cycle goes on and on. So that means every time you move on, you go to a new financial institution and apply for a credit card. As long as you maintain it right, you get better opportunities, you get better cashback rewards, you get better interest or better investment opportunities, and better, like, we always talk about investing, right? So the more you the so as long as you maintain your credit and your the other relationships with the bank, you get more opportunities, great opportunities with the next bank that you're going to deal with. So again, we're boiling down, right? Whatever we say, goes down to the investment opportunities, right? Because we are talking about achieving financial independence through investment mostly. And the more great relationships you have, it's better because they see your great background, and they want good customers. They don't
You're
want bad
already a
customers.
member of that institution, like,
Yes,
as a credit card, right?
yeah. And so it creates more opportunities, and you're going to be like, what's the opposite of blacklist? You're going to be on the great list, right? And that's good for them as well, and good for you too, because you get more opportunities with better rates, better cashback rewards, and all sorts of points that these financial institutions offer. So again, that's a very quick video. Venkat, you want to add anything to it, or
No, no, just like a credit card will be a pathway to your success.
yeah.
So you just leverage that as much as you can. And then, if you want to build your real estate portfolio, just leverage through the credit card and then go to the real estate portfolio.
Because the
Like,
reason is, unless you have inherited money, right, it's hard to build an empire of investments on your own money. So use someone else's money. So that's
right.
the whole point, right? Use
Yes.
someone else's money to achieve your financial goals. Simple as that. That's the goal of this episode.
Exactly. Yeah. I think you guys got some insight out of this, and just go and apply as many credit cards as possible. But don't overdo it. What I normally do, my strategy is apply 2 credit cards, and then my wife applies 2 credit cards next year. And then I apply, like, we rotate it, right? 2 or 3 credit cards every year we apply, each of us. So as a family, we got, like, different credit cards, and then we get different bonuses, different points, and we just churn out everything and then rinse and repeat. Just remember
Yeah,
that.
rinse and repeat. I like. Thank you so much for watching.
Thank you, guys.